another weekly preview. It's AK47 over at Prime Trading Investments and, of course, TradeCaster.com. The big boot camp coming up here in about a week or two. You better get ready for it over on TradeCaster. Now, let's get into the week's preview, the first full week of August, right, with Monday being the 5th, Friday being the 9th. Let's break down these levels. And I do just want to quickly show this. Go over to the charts here in the SPY. And what I alerted, I had this over in my alerts tab. Well, that's Dex Alerts tab, but mine as well. Right here. This was, I kept reposting it, but I kept copy and pasting because TradeCaster only keeps your alerts for a week, and that's it. I was alerting here on the 24th, and we go back to the 24th and see where it was that morning. We were still in the 540 range. And so you'll see, I would not be surprised where we would go down to, and I just reiterated it, everyone in chat. Do not be surprised, and look where we go to. And where's the 24th? Right here on this Tuesday, right here. And that morning at 10 o'clock in the morning, so at my time, 10, right about right here's 10, we're at 544. I was like, we could still go down to 525. And where I'm getting those levels off of is old all-time high area. I thought we could go all the way back down to this. We kind of bounced off of it and even could see maybe even the 5 teens. But this is where I kind of saw us coming back down toward overall in the run. And why? What I was giving you guys, and I told you before, if we went from 525 down to around 495, about $30, well, 365 down to, I should say 565 down to 535 wouldn't be shocking to me. Maybe even a little bit more. So where do we go this week? Well, let's just back up just a little bit again there. And if we get out of this range, out of 528, that 875 roll, watch for a pullback overall this week down to 2750, then to 25. 2350, somewhere around 2350 would be my normal low of the week. Your ultimate low of the week would take it back down to that 518.75 roll area. Now if we were moved back on up, watch for a move back over this juncture in this really tight wedge. It's kind of a bear flag. Do we pop up out of it and go up, or do we crack it and go down more? Back over 3350 for a move to 35, and for a move up overall around 37 to 3750, 38.75 roll. Over that, watch for move to 40. I think 40-ish, maybe even a hair higher, would be your normal high for the week. Somewhere right around maybe 42.50. Your ultimate high of the week would take it back up to this 47 level. Old crack zone down from that 24th of Tuesday would just refer to, and we filled it at so many days before we came above it just to crack back below it. Now, we only have SMCI this week for earnings, which we'll get into here in just a minute. Otherwise, some of these plays are going to be really gross. Look at Apple here recently. So just key levels out of the gate. Your normal high of the week is going to be about 25, maybe right around this 24-ish area, somewhere in here. Your ultimate high of the week would take it back up to 28 and maybe even to 30 if somehow the SPY could see its way back up quite a bit. On the way back on down, I'm going to stick with this to be the normal low of the week right around, well, yeah, I will. I'm going to stick with right around this 515, 16 area for your normal 215, 216 area for your normal low of the week. Your ultimate low of the week would take it back down to around 1250. Over to AMD. It's kind of in that same boat where this one really could go down. I'll go normal low of the week, this 2945 area that we already created. If we crack back out of that, watch for a major dump. Did I just go over? My bad. Apple here on the way back up. I didn't do that on the way back on the way up. Let me get Apple on the way up. Oh, I did. I did Apple on the way up. I started with the way up and then I went on the way down. I just want to make sure I did on the way up because I'm so kind of my mind's thinking we're going down more, so I don't want to forget to do the bottom side or the top side, I should say. The bottom side 2965 for AMD. If we get under that 2965 mark, watch for a pullback down to easily 26. And I think I don't think we'll get down to that 16 mark. That would be another huge pull, but that's where I'm going with my ultimate low. I don't think we'll get there, but 1650 would be my normal or my ultimate low of the week. My ultimate low of the week. My normal is going to be right here around 2930, and then maybe even down to that 25 mark, 26 mark. But if we crack through that, you can watch for a pull, then down to like 2350, and then right here about 2175. This will find its way down to around 116, that 116-ish area. A lot of these are set up for that bigger move down. Amazon's another one of them. As you can see here, that move all the way down here, and we'll go back to it on Friday. Let me get to a 15 day so we can see it a little cleaner. It hit 160 right here on Friday, 160.50. That'll be my normal low of the week. Watch for a crack back through this area right here of right around 165 for your move, then down to around 160, 161. There's really not a lot of charting to hold it up, even on the 4 hour here. You can just see those little lower shadows at about 65, 66 area. If we crack through that, we will hit that 61 mark, and that'll be my normal low of the week, 60.50. Your ultimate low of the week would take it back down to the 153, 152 mark, somewhere in there, just a hair below 155. For your move back on up, watch for this move right here. Over 68.75 to 70, over that to 72. Over 72 to 74, and that's when we'll start running into a little bit more resistance right there at 74 and about 76.50. That'll be my normal high of the week, somewhere right around there. Ultimate high of the week would then pop it all the way back up to 80, and I just don't see us getting much more than back over 180 for the week. Over to ARM, again, another play that really looks good to the short side. It's been great to have this big move up. I've been talking about this for weeks. You know, the SPY and all these stocks going up with it to all-time highs. I'm like, it's going to lead to great moves to the downside. That's why I love when stocks actually start moving up. I hate channels. I like to go up, 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 and then we go down, 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 down for a pullback. Then we go up, 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 up even more to new all-time highs, and then you can have these nice pullbacks, right? So back under 108.75, which will be my normal low of the week. And the reason I'm saying that with a lot of these plays and not giving it maybe a lot of room down for the normal low is because we are down a lot over the last couple of weeks, right? I mean, you just go back to, let's go back to a couple of weeks ago and when I was giving these morning alerts, 170 down to 110, you know, that's a $60 pull in 2 weeks, essentially. These plays are bound for a bounce, at least some sort of one, in breaking of this downtrend soon. So 108.75 will be my normal low of the week. My ultimate low of the week would crack it back down to 105 and even could see below 105 for the week. So watch for a move even down to maybe 102.50. Could even see 100, sub 100. And even down to 95, I would not be surprised. We've had a lot of big movement down. The bounce is coming 100% in these plays. So don't think this is going down and down forever. This is the big significant pull we've been waiting for a while now. Getting some nice good movement from it. Now wait for that move. In this, again, that's why I love shorting so much. You know, you get that. It's just, you can see how on the way up, it's, you know, we've got good days. Look on the way down. Look how easy and how much we flush. You know, it's really nice to see that because it's easy to trade. For the longs, watch back over 115 and 116.50 to 118.20. Then over that to about 121.50. Over that to about 125. Over 125 to around 128. I'm just going to continue to go because, man, this could go back to 150 if I'm just kidding. It could go to 150 for the week. As you can see, we were at 150 to start the week. Overall, my normal high of the week would be somewhere right around this 125 mark, with my ultimate high of the week taking it back up. I don't think we get back up to this like little low of day from last Monday of 138.50.75 rule. But that would be as far as I think we would get to. You know, I think somewhere in that range. Let's go over to Google here. This one's been really gross and choppy, so just kind of straight to levels. Normal low of the week, sticking with the rest of this and kind of the trend. 160, this low that we've created here recently would be my normal low of the week. My ultimate low of the week would crack it back through down to 161, if not 160. For your move back on up, we've got to get back over really this to get going, that double top from 176 downward. That would be my ultimate high of the week. I just don't see us getting back over 176. My normal high of the week will be somewhere right around 172, somewhere right around there. Over to Meta here, team. Meta, really tight, really tight, really tight, really tight. It's not as pretty as Apple, ARM, AMD, some of those ones that can really start to just, or Amazon that can just dump away for more. You can see, we've already done a lot of that throughout the tree. Look at this beautiful, look at that gorgeous trend line crack. Gorgeous trend line crack on down right there. Then been a little wonky daily since, so notice that. I'd say back over this beautiful sandwich area, old resistance equals new support, then resistance again at 92.75, 93 essentially you can call it. Watch for a pop back up to 500. 500 would be normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week would pop it back up to 507 to 506, somewhere in there, 505, whatever. This little area right through here to start off with. Not getting back to 527, ain't no way, no how. Well, it might. I shouldn't say no way, no how. But I would say that's kind of where I'm going to end off. My ultimate high of the week is just over 507.6 area. Maybe for a move back to 510. Back down, watch for a move under 580 or 485. Should see a good pull down. This is a great alert I had on Friday for everyone to trade, and it was a gorgeous alert and trade to have. Under 476, which will be my normal low of the week. Watch for a tug back down to 475 or 473.50. under that to 470. And then ultimately, I think we could see our way back down to 465 and even 460 for your ultimate low of the week. I just don't think we only have one earnings coming out this week. I think the market slows down just a little bit, doesn't move nearly as much this week as we've been moving. I know. I hear you, Doc. I think he agrees. Microsoft, gorgeous short coming up here on Monday or Tuesday. I say even Monday. Watch for this. Under 404.25, essentially under Friday's lows. You will see a good pullback down to 400. Ultimate low of the week. Normal low of the week would be, watch for that crack back on Monday for the move down to 400, maybe a hair below it. That'll be my normal low of the week before we get reversals. Ultimate means we're going down more. 395 first, and then down to 390 for your ultimate low of the week. For your move back on up, we've got to get back over 412.50 to 415. Over that, watch for a pop here to 418-ish, 416.50, somewhere there for your normal high of the week, somewhere right about right there. The low from this Thursday, that Friday, and then right here, that dip you see on that Tuesday. Your ultimate high of the week would take it back up in the mid to high 420s, 425 to 430. Over to Netflix here. Just absolutely gorgeous. Just kidding. It's absolutely horrendous. That is the ugliest chart you're going to see right here. Your normal low of the week. Watch for a move down on Netflix here, even more so down to 600 before we get the bounce. Ultimate low of the week, we see a severe crack down to 580. Back down to 580. For your move up, watch for a downtrend break and a move back up, and I'll even go back to the 15-day, 15 minutes so you can see it here. Watch for a move back over this 618, 620 area. Should get a nice pop to 630-ish. 630-ish, normal high of week, ultimate high of week. This thing can pop and go crazy in a day. Watch for a pop back up to 645 for your ultimate high of the week. NVDA is getting close to daily time, or I should say investment time, long-term investing swing play time. Watch for a move down through 100. This will be my normal low of the week. We hit 100 essentially on the dot the other day. Under 100. Watch for a pullback down to 95, 96, 97, somewhere in there. That's where you're going to start scaling in for long-term investments. That will be my ultimate low of the week, somewhere right around there. More investment talk. Watch for move then down to 92, then to 90, then to 88, 88.50-ish area. Also all the way down to 85. You can put orders in at 81, 82 as well if you want to. All through this area. It reminds me of Amazon in 2022, and I'll go to Amazon in 2022 and the areas it was hitting, and it was very, very, very eerily similar. After a price split, a little whistle that came out there, after a price split, we came down, and look where we dipped down to. And where was I marking off all that area from? From the price split levels before. I gotta find them for you. And then right here, look at all the dip buy areas all the way back down toward 80 and such. That's where everything came down toward, bounce, and then we moved right back on up. Looking for the same thing on NVDA as we get back down into this level right here. Over to QQQQQQQ. Watch for a move down to 444.50 for your normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week, you know it. That means we're crack-a-lacking, going for more for a move down to 442.50, 75 area, then down to 440. 440 to 438.75. That'll be my ultimate low of the week. Kind of matches up with the SPY heading down to 518. For your move back on up, watch for move over this little really severe downtrend for a pop to 450, then to 453-ish area, somewhere right there. Over 453 to 455, 455 to 457.50, normal high of the week, ultimate high of the week. Watch for a pop back to 460, over 460 to 462.50, or 461.50 really it looks like right there. And maybe we get a jump back up to 466.50 to 467.50, somewhere through there for your ultimate high of the week. SMCI. Crack-a-lacking away from 963 just not too long ago, and then you talk about literally less than three weeks later, essentially less than a month later, $400 pullback. What a move! Ultimate low or normal low of the week here. Watch for a move under the 610 area to 600, under 600 to 580, 582. Normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week takes it back down to 560. Under that, then down to 545, 545. Ultimate low of the week. I just don't see us getting all the way back down to 500 quite yet. Before you move back on up, watch for the same thing, that severe downtrend break back over 627.28 to 640. Over 640, watch for a pop up to 655 to 660 for your normal high of the week. Your ultimate high of the week takes it then to 675 if not up to 690. 675 to 690 range, ultimate high of the week. And then last but not least here, Tesla. Tesla here back down to 205, 205.70. I'll actually go a little bit lower than that for your normal low of the week. Your normal low of the week would then crack it back down below that low to around 201 to then to 200. 201 to 200 normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week, of course, then takes it down below 200 to 195 and below 195 to 190, 150. Somewhere in there for your ultimate low of the week. Favorite plays really would just be going back some of these plays that could really crack back through when you see that charting. Apple's not the best. AMD's even better because we have not been below this 129 mark in months, all the way since last year. Really loving AMD a lot this week. That one looks really pretty. Amazon just as well, back under 160. Hasn't been underneath that area since the beginning part of this year. ARM would be another one. I know it's been a little bit more recent, but still it's been a couple of months since we had that move back through 100 and then chug-a-lug up to all-time highs. So that below to new lows that we haven't been in at least almost 3 months now. Those are my favorite plays. Those A plays I'm really loving a lot. Google looks good too under 165 and this 164 mark. That looks really good. But then after that, gets a little choppy, a little wonky here. Maybe Microsoft could provide for you that short too as well, like I was talking about. Look for those stocks that are still have maybe one last little leg down in maybe Monday or into the first part of this week. Those are my favorite plays heading into this week. Of course, got the nice full week ahead. No days off again this month. We won't have a day off again until really first part, essentially September with Labor Day. So we have all full weeks, no days off this month as far as shortened weeks or anything like that. So get after it. Market's still hot, not slowing down in August. Let's get it.